Listen carefully. Some of the greatest blessings in your life will arrive disguised as painful losses. The door closed, the opportunity disappeared, the relationship ended, the plan fell apart. And your first instinct is to ask, why am I losing everything? But maybe you're asking the wrong question. Maybe the better question is, who am I becoming because of this? Because life is not only removing things from you, it is revealing something inside you. Stop counting what left, start building what remains. That is where your future begins. Every person who has ever achieved greatness had to walk through a season where life made no sense, dreams were delayed, people walked away, comfort disappeared, nothing felt certain. Yet those difficult seasons became the very foundation of their strength. Growth is never created inside comfort. Character is never built through convenience. Faith is never strengthened when everything goes your way. Life isn't trying to punish you. Life is preparing you. The question is not whether you're losing something. The question is whether you're becoming someone stronger because of it. Nobody enjoys losing. Nobody wakes up hoping for disappointment. Nobody asks for heartbreak. Nobody prays for failure. We all want the victory. We all want the celebration. We all want the moment when everything finally comes together. But life has a way of teaching lessons that success never could. Sometimes the greatest classroom is pain. Sometimes the greatest mentor is loss. Sometimes the greatest breakthrough begins with something breaking apart. When everything you've been holding on to starts slipping through your fingers, your first reaction is fear. You wonder what happened. You wonder why. You wonder if you've done something wrong. You begin questioning your ability, your purpose, your future. You ask yourself whether you'll ever recover. But listen carefully. Not every loss is meant to destroy you. Some losses are designed to uncover you. Some losses remove the distractions that have been keeping you from becoming the person you were created to be. Because as long as everything is comfortable, you rarely look deeper. As long as everyone applauds you, you don't always examine your character. As long as every door stays open, you never discover how strong you really are. But when life gets quiet, when the crowd disappears, when the opportunities vanish, when the people you trusted walk away, you finally come face to face with yourself. And that's a powerful moment because titles can disappear, money can disappear, popularity can disappear, recognition can disappear, but character remains, integrity remains, faith remains, discipline remains. Those are the things that cannot be stolen. Those are the things that no circumstance can take away unless you willingly surrender them. Loss has a way of exposing what truly matters. It removes everything fake, everything temporary, everything built on appearances, until all that remains is the foundation. And if that foundation is strong, nothing can permanently destroy you. Think about the strongest people you've ever met. They weren't made by easy days. They weren't built by comfort. They weren't shaped by constant victories. They became strong because life demanded strength from them. They learned patience because they had to wait. They learned courage because they were afraid but kept moving anyway. They learned discipline because giving up was no longer an option. They learned faith because they couldn't see the answer, yet they refused to stop believing. Pain has a way of revealing strengths you never knew existed. The pressure you complain about today may be producing the resilience you'll depend on tomorrow. Every difficult season is asking one question: who will you become because of this? Not what will you lose? Not what will people think? Not how quickly can you escape? Who are you becoming? Because your identity is formed in moments when nobody is watching. Anyone can smile when life is easy. Anyone can stay positive when everything works out. Anyone can believe when every prayer seems immediately answered. But what happens when nothing makes sense? What happens when the promotion goes to someone else? When the relationship falls apart? When the dream you've spent years building suddenly collapses? Will you allow disappointment to define you, or will you allow it to develop you? There is a difference. One steals your future, the other prepares you for it. Too many people spend years fighting against the very lessons that could transform them. They become bitter instead of better. They become angry instead of wiser. They become stuck instead of stronger. Don't let that become your story. Every setback contains an opportunity. Not an obvious one, not an easy one, but a real one. The opportunity to grow beyond the person you used to be. Sometimes life removes people because they were slowing your progress. Sometimes opportunities disappear because they were too small for where you're going. Sometimes closed doors protect you from rooms that were never meant for you. You may not understand it today. You may not understand it next month. But one day you'll look back and realize that what felt like rejection was actually redirection. What looked like failure was preparation. What appeared to be the end was actually the beginning. So stop measuring your life only by what you've lost. Measure it by what you've learned. Measure it by how much stronger you've become. Measure it by the discipline you've developed. Measure it by the wisdom you've gained. Measure it by the courage you've discovered inside yourself, because every difficult chapter leaves something valuable behind. Maybe it teaches patience, maybe it teaches humility, maybe it teaches gratitude, maybe it teaches discernment, maybe it teaches you who truly belongs in your life. Those lessons are priceless. No degree can replace them. No paycheck can purchase them. No shortcut can produce them. Only experience can. Only perseverance can. Only refusing to quit can. So when life feels like it's taking something away, don't immediately assume you're being defeated. You may be being refined. Gold becomes valuable because it survives the fire. Diamonds become brilliant because they endure pressure. Steel becomes stronger because it passes through intense heat. Great people are no different. The challenges you face are shaping the strength you'll carry. Every tear has purpose. Every delay has purpose. Every disappointment has purpose if you choose to learn instead of surrender. Stand back up, even if your voice shakes, even if your confidence feels weak, even if nobody else believes in you. Stand anyway, walk anyway, believe anyway, pray anyway. Keep building anyway. Because the lesson hidden inside today's loss may become tomorrow's greatest advantage. One day someone will ask how you became so resilient, how you stayed calm through storms, how you kept moving when everything seemed impossible. And you'll remember these painful moments, not with anger, not with regret, but with gratitude, because you'll realize that losing certain things allowed you to discover something infinitely greater. You discovered your courage, you discovered your discipline, you discovered your character, you discovered your faith. And once you possess those, no loss can truly defeat you, because the strongest victories are not the ones you achieve around you. They are the ones you achieve within you. That is the lesson loss was trying to teach all along. You cannot carry every version of yourself into your next season. Ride that again. You cannot become someone new while refusing to release who you used to be. Life moves forward. Time moves forward. Purpose moves forward. But many people remain trapped, not because they lack talent, but because they refuse to let go. They keep carrying yesterday's mistakes, yesterday's fears, yesterday's disappointments, yesterday's identity. And then they wonder why they feel so heavy. You were never meant to carry every chapter of your life forever. Some chapters are meant to be remembered, others are meant to be closed. Growth begins the moment you stop clinging to what no longer belongs in your future. Some habits must die: the habit of procrastination, the habit of doubting yourself, the habit of making excuses, the habit of waiting for perfect conditions before taking action. Those habits may have become familiar, but familiar does not always mean beneficial. Some routines quietly steal years from your life, not because they are dramatic, but because they are consistent. A small excuse repeated every day becomes a lifetime of regret. A small act of discipline repeated every day becomes a lifetime of success. Choose carefully. Some fears must disappear: the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of judgment, the fear of not being enough. Fear has one mission: to convince you that safety is better than purpose, to keep you standing at the edge instead of taking the step that changes everything. Fear whispers that you're not ready, that you're too late, that someone else is better, that you'll embarrass yourself. But courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is deciding that your purpose is greater than your fear. The people you admire were afraid too. They simply refused to let fear make their decisions. Don't give fear that kind of authority over your life. Some relationships must end, not because you hate people, not because you believe you're better than anyone else, but because not everyone is assigned to every season of your journey. Some people inspire growth, others encourage comfort. Some challenge you to become more, others remind you only of who you used to be. Pay attention to the voices you allow into your life, because every voice is planting something. Some plant courage, some plant doubt, some plant hope, some plant limitation. Protect your mind, protect your vision, protect your future. Growth often requires distance from anything that constantly pulls you backward. That isn't bitterness, that is wisdom. Some excuses must be buried forever. Stop saying you'll begin tomorrow. Stop saying you're waiting for motivation. Stop saying the timing isn't right. Stop blaming your past for the decisions you're making today. Your past may explain your pain, but it does not have to control your future. At some point, healing becomes a choice, discipline becomes a choice, responsibility becomes a choice. No one else can make those choices for you. Your future is waiting on decisions that only you can make. That's not cruelty, that's growth. Growth doesn't always feel exciting. Sometimes growth feels lonely. Sometimes it feels exhausting. Sometimes it feels like you're working harder than everyone around you while seeing fewer results. Sometimes growth means saying no when everyone else says yes. Sometimes it means waking up early while others keep sleeping. Sometimes it means staying focused while others become distracted. Growth rarely looks impressive in the beginning. It looks repetitive, ordinary, quiet, unnoticed. But don't underestimate quiet progress. A tree doesn't become strong in one day. A mountain isn't built overnight. Character is formed one decision at a time. Every disciplined choice adds another brick to the foundation of your future. Every level of your life requires a different mindset. The thinking that got you here may not be enough to take you where you're meant to go. You need a stronger spirit, one that refuses to quit when life becomes difficult, one that remains steady when emotions become unstable, one that believes even when the evidence hasn't appeared yet. You need greater discipline because motivation comes and goes. Feelings change, circumstances change, but discipline keeps moving long after excitement disappears. Discipline shows up on difficult mornings. Discipline keeps working when nobody is watching. Discipline continues when results are invisible. That is where greatness is built. You need more patience. We live in a world that wants everything immediately. Immediate success, immediate recognition, immediate rewards. But the greatest things in life require time. Seeds need time, healing needs time, wisdom needs time, character needs time. Don't rush what is shaping you. Trust the process. Stay committed even when progress seems slow. Slow growth is still growth. Invisible growth is still growth. And often, the deepest transformation happens where nobody can see it. You also need more faith. Faith is what keeps you walking when the road disappears around the corner. Faith reminds you that today's struggle is not tomorrow's destination. Faith tells you to keep planting even before the harvest arrives. Faith gives you strength when logic runs out. Never underestimate the power of believing before seeing. The person you want to become cannot live inside yesterday's comfort. Comfort feels safe. Comfort feels predictable. Comfort asks nothing from you. But comfort also limits you. Nothing extraordinary grows inside a comfort zone. Dreams require movement. Purpose requires sacrifice. Greatness requires stretching beyond what feels familiar. Growth feels uncomfortable. Growth asks difficult questions. Growth forces you to confront weaknesses you've been hiding. Growth exposes excuses you've been protecting. Growth demands honesty. It demands consistency. It demands perseverance. But every uncomfortable step is creating a stronger version of you. The struggle is not your enemy. The struggle is your training ground. Every challenge is preparing you for responsibilities you cannot yet imagine. So choose growth. When comfort calls your name, choose growth. When fear tells you to quit, choose growth. When excuses sound convincing, choose growth. When progress feels slow, choose growth. Again and again, day after day, decision after decision. Because your future is not built by one dramatic moment. It is built by thousands of small choices that nobody applauds. The choice to stay disciplined, the choice to stay humble, the choice to stay faithful, the choice to keep moving. Every single time you choose growth over comfort, you become stronger, you become wiser, you become more prepared, you become more resilient, you become the person your purpose has been waiting for. And every time you choose growth, you choose your future. 2, many people spend years staring at an empty chair, not because they have nowhere to go, but because they cannot stop looking at what used to be there. They replay old conversations, old memories, old failures, old disappointments. They keep asking themselves the same questions. What if I had made a different decision? What if they had stayed? What if I had another chance? Those questions become a prison, not because they have answers, but because they keep your mind chained to a season that has already ended. Thinking about the opportunity you missed, the person who walked away, the business that failed, the dream that didn't happen, the door that closed, the version of life you imagined but never experienced. It hurts. No one is pretending it doesn't. Disappointment is real. Heartbreak is real. Loss is real. But so is tomorrow. So is possibility. So is purpose. The tragedy is not that something left your life. The tragedy is allowing what left to keep controlling the life you still have. Meanwhile, life is placing new opportunities right in front of you. New people, new ideas, new doors, new beginnings, new lessons, new blessings. But you can't recognize them, not because they aren't there, because your eyes remain fixed on yesterday. It's impossible to embrace what's in front of you while you're constantly reaching behind you. You cannot receive with closed hands. You cannot move into a new chapter while refusing to turn the page. You cannot build tomorrow while living inside yesterday. The past has a voice. Sometimes it whispers, sometimes it shouts. It reminds you of every mistake, every failure, every moment you wish you could erase. If you're not careful, that voice becomes louder than your purpose. It convinces you that your best days are already behind you, that you'll never recover, that you'll never smile the same way again, that you'll never succeed again. Don't believe that lie. Your future has a voice too. It speaks through hope, through vision, through possibility, through quiet moments when something deep inside you says, keep going. Listen to that voice, feed that voice, follow that voice. because it is leading you somewhere your past never could. You cannot drive forward while looking only in the rearview mirror. The rearview mirror exists for awareness, not for direction. You glance at it, you learn from it, you appreciate what it taught you. But you never allow it to determine where you're going. Imagine driving down a highway while staring only behind you. Eventually you'll crash. That's exactly what happens when people refuse to let go emotionally. They stop seeing what is ahead because they're obsessed with what is behind. Release it, not because it wasn't important, but because carrying it forever is costing you too much. Release the anger, release the resentment, release the guilt, release the shame, release the disappointment. You don't have to pretend it never happened. You don't have to erase the memory. You simply have to stop allowing it to own you. Bless it. Be grateful for the lessons, even if they came through pain, even if they came through betrayal, even if they came through failure. Every difficult experience left you with something valuable. Wisdom, discernment, patience, strength, compassion, resilience. Those gifts often arrive wrapped inside uncomfortable moments. Don't throw away the lesson because you didn't enjoy the process. Learn from it. Every mistake has something to teach. Every failure carries instruction. Every closed door offers direction. Every disappointment reveals something about who you are becoming. Ask yourself different questions. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? Ask, what is this preparing me for? Instead of asking, why did they leave? Ask, what kind of person am I becoming because they did? Instead of asking, what have I lost? Ask, what have I gained that I never noticed before? Those questions change everything. Perspective changes everything. The same storm that destroys one person builds another. The difference is often not the storm, the difference is the mindset. Some people become prisoners of their past, others become students of it. Be the student, study the lesson, take the wisdom, leave the pain where it belongs, then move. Move even if your steps are small. Move even if your confidence hasn't fully returned. Move even if fear still whispers. Movement creates momentum. Standing still creates regret. Don't wait until everything feels perfect. Perfect moments rarely arrive. Courage is choosing to move before certainty appears. The people who accomplish extraordinary things are not people who never experienced loss. They are people who refuse to let loss become their permanent address. They mourned, they healed, they learned, then they stood up again. You can do the same. There are people waiting to meet the version of you that doesn't exist yet. There are opportunities waiting for the version of you that refuses to quit. There are blessings connected to the person you're becoming, not the person you used to be. Don't keep them waiting because you're still arguing with yesterday. Your future deserves your attention more than your past deserves your regret. Think about that. Every minute spent replaying what cannot be changed is a minute stolen from what still can. You cannot rewrite yesterday, but you can write today, and today's decisions become tomorrow's reality. The next chapter of your life is still blank. You hold the pen, wrought with courage, wrought with faith, with discipline, with hope. Not because the past was easy, but because your future is worth fighting for. There will always be memories. Some will make you smile, some will make you cry. Honor them, but don't live inside them. Your life is happening now. Your purpose is calling now. Your opportunity is here now. Lift your eyes. Raise your vision. Stop counting everything that disappeared. Start recognizing everything that remains. You still have breath. You still have time. You still have strength. You still have the ability to choose. And as long as you can choose, you can change. Keep walking. Even when the road feels uncertain. Keep believing even when the evidence hasn't appeared yet. Keep trusting the process. Keep showing up. Keep growing, keep becoming, because one day you'll look back, not to wish you had stayed there, but to be grateful you found the courage to leave it behind. And you realize that what once looked like an ending was simply the place where your real journey began. The future isn't waiting for a more talented version of you. It's waiting for a more disciplined version of you. Talent can open a door. Discipline keeps you inside the room. Talent may attract attention. Discipline earns respect. Talent can help you begin. Discipline determines whether you finish. Too many people spend their lives wishing they had more gifts, more opportunities, or more advantages. They compare themselves to people who seem smarter, stronger, faster, or luckier. They convince themselves that success belongs only to the naturally gifted. But history tells a different story. Again and again, the people who rise are not always the most talented. They are the most committed, the most consistent, and the most disciplined. Because talent without discipline fades. Discipline without talent continues to grow. Never underestimate the power of showing up every single day. The future is looking for someone who keeps their word, someone who does what needs to be done even when no one is applauding, someone who refuses to let emotions control their decisions. Someone who understands that greatness is built one ordinary day at a time. Anyone can work when they feel inspired. Anyone can chase a dream when excitement is high. Anyone can believe when everything is going well. But what happens when motivation disappears? What happens when the excitement fades? What happens when the results take longer than expected? That is where your future begins to take shape. Because champions are not created on the days they feel unstoppable. Champions are created on the days they feel tired but keep moving anyway. Someone who shows up when motivation disappears becomes unstoppable. There will be mornings when you don't feel like getting out of bed, days when doubt speaks louder than confidence, moments when quitting feels easier than continuing. Those moments will come, they come for everyone. The difference is not who faces them. The difference is who refuses to surrender to them. Show up anyway, take one more step, write one more page, practice one more hour. Make one more attempt. Progress belongs to those who continue after their feelings tell them to stop. Someone who keeps working when nobody is watching is building something priceless. The world celebrates the performance, but it rarely sees the preparation. People applaud the victory, but they don't witness the lonely mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, the quiet discipline. They don't see the countless hours spent improving when no reward was guaranteed. Greatness grows in private long before it is revealed in public. Don't become addicted to recognition. Become committed to excellence. Because applause is temporary, character lasts forever. Keep working even when nobody notices. Keep improving even when nobody compliments you. Keep learning even when nobody understands your vision. Every unseen effort is becoming part of the foundation your future will stand upon. Someone who stays faithful when the answers haven't arrived possesses a rare kind of strength. Faith is easy when everything makes sense. Faith is easy when doors keep opening. Faith is easy when every plan succeeds. Real faith appears when nothing looks certain, when the opportunity hasn't arrived, when the breakthrough hasn't happened, when you've done everything you know to do, yet the results remain invisible. That is when faith becomes powerful. Faith says, I will continue even without immediate evidence. Faith says, I refuse to let delay become defeat. Faith says, what I cannot see today does not determine what is possible tomorrow. Hold on to that kind of faith. It will carry you through seasons that talent alone never could. Character is built quietly. You don't develop integrity overnight. You build it through daily choices. The choice to tell the truth when lying would be easier. The choice to stay humble when pride feels tempting. The choice to remain honest when shortcuts seem faster. The choice to keep promises even when they become inconvenient. Character grows in moments nobody applauds. And that is exactly why it becomes so valuable. Because what you repeatedly do in private eventually becomes who you are in public. Victory is earned privately. Long before the crowd celebrates your success, there are invisible battles that must be won. The battle against procrastination, the battle against self-doubt, the battle against fear, the battle against distraction, the battle against comparison, the battle against giving up. These battles don't happen on a stage, they happen in silence, inside your mind, inside your heart, inside the ordinary moments where no one else is watching. Win those battles and the visible victories will eventually follow. Never forget this. Your biggest competition is not another person. It is the version of yourself that wants to settle, the version that wants comfort over growth, the version that wants excuses instead of responsibility. Defeat that version every day. That is how extraordinary lives are built. Wake up anyway. Wake up even when the bed feels more comfortable than your dreams. Wake up because your purpose deserves your effort. Wake up because your future is depending on today's decisions. Wake up because every sunrise is another opportunity to become stronger than you were yesterday. Pray anyway. Pray when you're confident. Pray when you're confused. Pray when you're grateful. Pray when you're struggling. Pray when the answers are clear. Pray when they are not. Prayer keeps your heart focused when the world tries to distract your mind. Prayer reminds you that your strength does not come only from yourself. It comes trusting something greater than your fears. Work anyway. Work when you feel inspired. Work when inspiration disappears. Work when progress seems slow. Work when nobody believes in you. Work because effort never goes to waste. Every skill improves through repetition. Every dream becomes reality through action. Every meaningful accomplishment is built one day at a time. Stay consistent anyway. Consistency is what separates temporary excitement from lasting transformation. Small efforts repeated daily become extraordinary results over time. Don't underestimate today's small step. One page becomes a book. One workout becomes strength. One disciplined decision becomes a new habit. One faithful day becomes a lifetime of purpose. Success is rarely one giant leap. It is thousands of ordinary choices made with extraordinary commitment. Every disciplined decision is shaping the person your future requires. Every time you choose integrity over convenience, you grow. Every time you choose perseverance over quitting, you grow. Every time you choose patience over frustration, you grow. Every time you choose purpose over comfort, you grow. Those decisions may seem small today, but together, they are creating a life you cannot yet imagine. Don't wait for someday. Someday is not a day on the calendar. Someday is built from today. The future is not created by wishing. It is created by deciding, by acting, by believing, by remaining faithful to the process even when the results are still hidden. So don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until life becomes easier. Don't wait and fear disappears. Become the person your future is waiting for now. Not next week, not next year, not when circumstances are perfect today. Because every disciplined step you take today is introducing you to the stronger, wiser, and more purposeful person you were always meant to become. Never allow temporary circumstances to define your permanent identity. Life changes, seasons change, people change. Opportunities come and go. Storms arrive without warning. Victories are followed by challenges. And if you're not careful, you'll begin believing that whatever you're experiencing today is who you are forever. Don't make that mistake. A difficult season is not your identity. A painful chapter is not your identity. A temporary setback is not your identity. Circumstances describe where you are. They do not decide who you are. There is a difference. Never confuse your current situation with your lasting value. Too many people wake up every morning wearing labels they were never meant to carry. I failed. I'm not good enough. I'll never recover. I always lose. I'll never become anything. Those words become chains, not because they are true, but because they are repeated. The mind begins believing whatever it hears often enough. So be careful what you keep telling yourself. Hopeless words with truthful ones. Swap fear with faith. Limitation with possibility. Swap doubt with determination. Your life follows the direction of your thoughts more than you realize. You are not your failures. Failure is an event. It is not a person. You may have failed at something, but you are not a failure. There is a difference. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history were built on countless failed attempts. Every mistake carried a lesson. Every lesson created wisdom. Every piece of wisdom prepared someone for eventual success. Failure is not proof that you should stop. Sometimes it is proof that you are learning. Every person who has accomplished something meaningful has experienced moments when everything seemed to fall apart. The difference is that they refuse to let one chapter define the entire story. You are writing a book, not a single page. Don't judge the ending by one difficult chapter. You are not your disappointments. Disappointment hurts because expectation meets reality in painful ways. You expected loyalty. You received betrayal. You expected progress. You experienced delay. You expected celebration. You encountered silence. Those moments can leave deep scars. But scars are evidence that healing has begun. They remind you that pain did not have the final word. You survived. You kept breathing. You kept standing. You kept believing even when your heart felt heavy. That strength matters. Never ignore how far you've already come. You are not what people said about you. People will always have opinions. Some will underestimate you. Some will misunderstand you. Some will criticize what they don't understand. Some will project their own fears onto your dreams. If you build your identity on the opinions of others, you'll spend your entire life changing for people who were never meant to define you. Their words cannot determine your worth. Their rejection cannot erase your purpose. Their doubt cannot cancel your potential. Don't hand over your identity to someone who cannot see your future. Know who you are. Stand firmly in that truth. Let your actions speak louder than their assumptions. You are becoming someone stronger with every challenge you survive. Strength is not created in comfort. Strength grows through resistance. Just as muscles become stronger by carrying weight, your character becomes stronger by carrying responsibility through difficult seasons. Every challenge stretches you. Every obstacle teaches you. Every hardship reveals another layer of resilience you didn't know you possessed. You may not feel stronger today. Growth rarely feels dramatic while it is happening. But look back, compare the person you were years ago to the person you are now. You have endured things you once believed would destroy you. Yet here you are, still standing, still learning, still moving forward. That is strength. Every tear has strengthened you, not because tears are pleasant, but because they remind you that you care deeply enough to feel. Pain has a way of softening your heart while strengthening your spirit. It teaches compassion. It teaches empathy. It teaches gratitude for the moments of peace. Don't be ashamed of the tears you've cried. Some tears washed away fear. Some washed away pride. Some washed away illusions that were holding you back. What felt like weakness became part of your healing. Every setback has sharpened you. Pressure has a purpose. A blade becomes sharp through friction. Gold becomes pure through fire. Strong foundations are tested before they are trusted. Your setbacks have been shaping your perspective, teaching patience, building endurance, strengthening discipline, developing wisdom that success alone could never provide. Don't waste those lessons. Carry them forward. Let them become part of your strength instead of part of your bitterness. Every battle has prepared you. Some battles taught you how to wait. Some taught you how to forgive. Some taught you how to persevere. Some taught you who truly belongs in your life. Others taught you how much strength was hidden inside you all along. Every battle left you with something valuable. Take the lesson, leave the weight behind. Not every battle was meant to stay with you forever. Some existed only to prepare you for the next assignment. Keep your eyes on who you're becoming, not on who you used to be, not on the person who doubted themselves, not on the person who was controlled by fear, not on the version of you that settled for less. That version served its purpose. But your future requires someone different, someone wiser, someone calmer, someone more disciplined, someone who chooses purpose over comfort. Every day gives you another opportunity to become that person. Take it. Don't waste your energy trying to relive what has already ended. Look ahead. Lift your vision, lower your standards, move with intention, not on what you're leaving behind. The past has already given you everything it can. Its lessons, its memories, its victories, its mistakes. You don't need to keep carrying the weight after you've learned the lesson. Release what no longer belongs in your hands. Leave behind resentment. Leave behind comparison. Leave behind fear. Leave behind the need for everyone's approval. Travel lighter. The journey ahead requires freedom, not unnecessary baggage, because what you're becoming is far more valuable than anything you have lost. You may have lost opportunities. You may have lost relationships. You may have lost comfort. You may have lost certainty. But if those losses helped shape a stronger character, a deeper faith, a clearer purpose, a more disciplined mind, then you gain something that no one can take away. That is a priceless exchange. One day you'll wake up and realize that the person you've become is capable of handling challenges that once overwhelmed you. The battles didn't disappear. You simply became stronger than them. And one day you'll look back not with regret, not with bitterness, not asking why life was unfair, but with gratitude. You'll thank every difficult season that refused to let you remain ordinary. You'll thank every closed door that redirected your path. You'll thank every delay that taught you patience. You'll thank every struggle that developed your courage, because you'll finally understand what you could not see while you were living through it. Everything you thought was breaking you, every disappointment, every rejection, every lonely night, every unanswered question, every setback, every obstacle, every painful season was never sent to destroy your identity. It was sent to strengthen it. It was shaping your character, expanding your faith, deepening your resilience, preparing your purpose, and transforming you into someone far greater than you ever imagined you could become. That is why your identity will always be greater than your circumstances, because circumstances change, but the strength built within you can remain for a lifetime.